Mabuhay G-Freaks. It's August 1, 2020. Happy Saturday to you guys. Today we're gonna be doing a tutorial video on the different functions of your square G-shock or the G-Lide with model number GLX-5600, module 3151. So before we begin, let us familiarize ourselves first on the physical appearance of the watch. So on the top display shows you, this is the tide graph where it tells you whether it is a high tide or a low tide, and the small circle over here shows you the moon phase, and the main display of course shows you the day of the week, the month and date, and of course tells you the time. And just below you can see here the alarm, signal, snooze, auto illumination, and mute. So if any of these functions is on, there will be an indicator. So currently everything is off. And here we have the 4 buttons. So this button is the adjust button. So usually you will use this one if you want to do some adjustments on your watch. Then just below is the mode button, where you can use to toggle between different modes or different settings. And on the right, upper right button is the light button, and this one is a search, but actually these 2 buttons right here on the right basically functions as a plus and minus when you are doing some adjustments. So that's basically the physical appearance of your watch. So now let us see the different modes of this watch. So to do so, we have to use the mode button by pressing it one at a time. So currently we are on the timekeeping mode, or basically the default mode of the watch. So now it's on the tide and moon graph mode, world time, stopwatch, timer, alarm, and back to the timekeeping mode. So basically you have 6 different modes: timekeeping mode, tide and moon graph mode, world time mode, alarm, countdown timer, and stopwatch. So 6 different modes for this particular model. To set the time and date, in the timekeeping mode, press and hold the adjust button for about 3 seconds until you see the seconds digit flash. So this means that you enter the setting screen. So from this setting you can now adjust the time and date. But before you do any adjustment, be sure you key in the correct UTC differential on your current location. So to do that, you have to press the mode button twice until you see the UTC settings. So currently I'm here at Singapore, where the UTC value is +8. So if you're not sure what is the UTC differential on your location, I will put a table at the end of the video, so be sure to check that one out, and so you can check what is the correct UTC differential on your current location. So if you want to adjust this value, you can do so by pressing this search and light button. So basically the light, this button is a minus if you want to go lower, 0.5 differential interval I mean, and then the search button if you want to go higher. So basically this is the minus and plus button if you want to do some adjustments. After you key in the correct UTC differential, you can proceed to set the time and date. So you just have to toggle to the next setting, just press the mode button. So now you can see the hour digit flashes. So if you want to adjust this one, just use these 2 buttons, plus for the search and minus for the light button. So if you want to do some adjustment, just use these 2 buttons right here. And if you want to toggle between the hour and minute, you just use the mode button. So same goes to the minute. If you want to adjust, just use these 2 buttons right here and toggle between the different settings by using the mode button. So this is the year. So same, if you want to adjust, just use this search and light button. Then we have the month. So this will be from 1 to 12 for the month of January to December. Then this is the date, and this is the light or flash alert. So now you see this is just a 4 dash line, so meaning the flash alert is off. If you want to turn it on, just press this search button and you will see this sync word, meaning that flash alert is turned on. Flash alert means whenever an alarm or a countdown timer is sounding, the LED will flash together with the alarm, so to notify you. For example, your watch is far from you, you cannot hear the tone, so the LED will flash together with the sync, so from afar you can see that an alarm is currently turned on. So if everything is the way you wanted, just press the adjust button twice to exit and go back to the timekeeping mode. So that is how you set the time and date of your watch. Also, in the timekeeping mode, you can switch between 12-hour format or 24-hour format. So by pressing this search button. So now you see this is the 24-hour format or the military time format. So it's 1456. And if you want to turn on to toggle between from 24-hour to 12-hour format, just press the search button again. And then there will be an indicator for this one, P or PM, so meaning in the afternoon. So if you're using the 24-hour format, there will be no indicator. Also, in the timekeeping mode, you can specify the illumination duration of your watch. So in the timekeeping mode, just press and hold the adjust button for about 3 seconds. And then once you enter the settings screen, just press the light button. So you will notice that this icon becomes bigger. So meaning now the illumination duration is about 3 seconds. So if you want to switch between 3 seconds to 1.5, just press the light button. So you can see now the icon becomes smaller. So smaller icon means 1.5 seconds and the bigger icon means around 3 seconds illumination duration. So I suggest you maintain it to 1.5 seconds to conserve battery. And again, once everything is the way you want, just press the adjust button twice to exit to the timekeeping mode. Also, in the timekeeping mode, you can turn on and off the auto illumination functions of your watch. So you can do so by pressing and holding this light button for about 3 seconds. And then you'll see the AEL indicator will appear here. So this means that the auto illumination function is on. Auto illumination function meaning if you tilt your watch to a certain degree, it will automatically turn on the LED. Now it's off. So that's the auto illumination functions. So if you want to turn off, so same, just press and hold this light button for about 3 seconds until the indicator disappears. Also, in this mode, you can turn on and off the button tone functions. So button tone means whenever you press a button, you will hear a tone. So if you want to turn it off, just press and hold this mode button for about 3 seconds. And then you will notice that the mute indicator appears, which is this one. So meaning now the button tone is turned off. So if you want to turn on again, just press and hold the mode button until the indicator disappears. Also, in the timekeeping mode, you can set the home site data in order for the watch to display the tide graph and moon phase more accurately. So to do that, so in the timekeeping mode, press and hold the adjust button for about 3 seconds until you see the second digit flashes. and then press the adjust button one more time to enter the home site data settings. So for this one, you can adjust the longitudinal value by pressing the light and search button. So basically, again, the plus and minus button. So if you want to adjust, and then to toggle between the longitudinal value to this location, the east and west value, you can press the mode button. So now it's on the east. So if you want to change from east to west, just press the search button. And then toggle to the next setting, which is the lunitidal interval settings. So this one. So you can adjust this one by pressing again this plus and minus button. And toggle between these digits by using the mode button. So if you're not sure about the longitudinal value and the lunitidal interval value in your current location, so again I will put the table at the end of the video. So make sure that your home site data is in sync with your UTC, or the Universal Coordinated Time. So if they are not properly set, the watch will not display the tide and moon phase properly. So if everything is the way you want, just press the adjust button once to exit to timekeeping mode. The next mode is the tide and moon data. So basically this only shows you the movement of tide by the hour. So the default time is 6 a.m. So if you want to see the movement of the tide by the hour, just press the search button one at a time. So this will be a 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10. So you can see, you can predict the next high tide or low tide by pressing the search button. And if you want to see the moon phase, just press the adjust button. So this one will show you the moon age, and this circle will show you the moon phase. So you can see the moon phase by the date, so by pressing the search button. So 2nd August, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and so on. So again, if you want to go to the tide data, just press the adjust button. And if you want to know the tide level for a specific date, so in the tide and moon graph mode, just press and hold this adjust button until you can see the setting screen. So you can key in your desired date if you want to know the tide level on that particular date. So for example, we want to know the date on August, let's say August 8. So we just key in August 8 and press the adjust button. So now this is the moon phase on August 8, and press the adjust button to see the tide on August 8. So August 8, 6 a.m. this is the tide level. So if you want to know the tide by the hour, just press the search button. So it will show you the tide level. So that's basically the tide and moon data functions of this watch. So the next mode is the world time mode. So basically the world time mode lets you see the current time around the world in different time zones. So if you want to check the different times on different time zones, you just have to press this search button. So this will go eastward from your current location. So right now this is Singapore, Hong Kong. So this just shows you the different times, current times on the different time zones. So that's basically the world time mode. So the next mode is the stopwatch mode. So the stopwatch measure time for 23 hours 59 minutes and 59.99 seconds. So if you want to start the stopwatch, just press the search button to start, and if you want to stop, also press the search button, and if you want to reset back to 0, just press the adjust button. So that's how you use the stopwatch. So if you want to measure the split timing, so just press the search button to start, and if you want to measure the split time, just press the adjust button. Then you can see the display SPL. But take note that the stopwatch is still continue running in the background. So if you want to release the split and continue the elapsed time, just press the adjust button. So you can see the stopwatch continues to run. Then if you want to stop, just press the search button to stop. And if you want to reset, just press the adjust button to reset back to 0. And then if you want to measure the split time between two runners, so for example, race between the two runners, so to start the stopwatch, just press the search button, and then let's say the first runner finishes the race, so just press the adjust button, then you can see the split. And then when the second runner finishes the race, you just press the stop button. So once you press the stop button, take note that the first time display is the time of the first runner. If you want to see the time of the second runner, just press the adjust button. So this is the first runner, 11.63. So if you want to see the second runner time, press the adjust button. So this is the second runner's time, 19.23. And then if you want to reset, just press the adjust button. By the way, the stopwatch has a auto start function, so meaning it can perform a 5-second countdown before it start the countdown or the stopwatch. So to do that, so make sure everything is in 0, then press the adjust button once, then you can see here a 5. So once you press the search button, the stopwatch will start after this counter reaches 0. So that's it. So once it reaches 0, the stopwatch automatically starts running. So that's basically the function of the stopwatch. The next mode is the countdown timer mode. So you can set the countdown timer within the range of 1 minute up to 24 hours. So to do that, to set the countdown timer, in the countdown timer mode, just press and hold the adjust button until you see the hour digit flashes. So to toggle between the hour and minute digit, just use the mode button. And then to set the desired time, just use this search and light button. So this one is 59 minutes or 1 minute. So once you input your desired time, just press the adjust button to exit the settings screen. And then to start the countdown timer, just press the search button. So once the timer reaches 0, the alarm will sound to inform you that the countdown timer is over. And then if you want to pause the countdown timer, just press the search button to pause. And then if you want to reset back to the starting time, just press the adjust button. So it will go back to your starting time. So if you want to adjust to 24 hours, just leave it all 0. So if you leave it all 0 and then you press the start or the search to start the countdown timer, it will start to count down from 24 hours. So there you go. You can also set the countdown timer to auto repeat. So to do that, in the countdown timer, just press and hold the adjust button, then go to the different modes by pressing the mode button, Then when you see the arrow flashes, you press this search button to toggle between auto repeat on and off. So currently this straight arrow means the countdown timer will run from the starting time to 0, and then it will alarm. Then if you want to turn on the auto repeat function, just press the search button until you see this loop icon. So this is the auto repeat function, meaning once the timer reaches 0, it will automatically restart the countdown timer back to the starting time that you have indicated. So the next setting for the countdown timer is the progress beeper. So this is the progress beeper. When the progress beeper is turned on, the watch uses beeps to signal countdown progress. So starting from 5 minutes, so if your countdown timer is 5 minutes or lower, before the end of the countdown, the watch emits 4 short beeps at the top of each countdown minutes. So let's say you start the timer from 5-minute mark. Once it reaches the 4-minute mark, you will hear a 4 short beep. And then when it reaches the 3-minute mark, again it will emit 4 short beeps. 2-minute mark, 4 short beeps. So every minute, every top of the minute, it will emit 4 short beeps. And then for the final 30 seconds, the watch will emit 4 short beeps. And then for the last 10 seconds, the watch will emit 1 beep per second for the final 10 seconds of the countdown. And then if your countdown is 6 minutes or higher, the watch will emit short beep for the final 10 seconds before the 5-minute mark. The last and final mode is the alarm mode. So you have 4 different alarms. You have alarm number 1, alarm number 2, snooze alarm, and hourly signal alarm. So for alarm number 1 and 2, you can set 4 different types of alarm. So you have the daily alarm, wherein the alarm will sound on a specific time of the day, every day. And then you have the date alarm, where the alarm will sound on a specific time and date. And then you have the 1-month alarm, where the alarm will sound on a specific time every day for the whole month. And then you have the monthly alarm, wherein the alarm will sound on a specific time and a specific date of each month. So to set the daily alarm, so this operation is applicable for alarm number 1 and alarm number 2. So in the alarm mode, just press and hold the adjust button until you see the hour digit flashes. So you can set the time by using this light and search button, so plus and minus, and take note of the PM indicator here. And then if you want to toggle between the hour and the minute, just press the mode button and then adjust accordingly using this search and light button. So once everything is the way you want, just press the adjust button to exit the setting screen. So this is the daily alarm, and as you can see, there is an indicator showing that the alarm is on. So now this watch is set to alarm at 9:58 p.m. every day. So that is your daily alarm. So the next type of alarm is the date alarm. So this one is applicable, for example, anniversary. So in the alarm mode, just press and hold the adjust button until you enter the setting screen. So set your preferred time and then go to the date by pressing the mode button until you see this line flashing, and this will be the month. Then you can set the month by pressing these 2 buttons right here, the search or light. So this will be from numbers 1 to 12, indicating the month of January to December. And then once you set the month, press the mode button to go to the next setting, which is the date. So use the light and search button to set the date. So once everything is the way you want, just press the adjust button to exit the setting screen. So now this watch is set to alarm on August 4 at 9:58 p.m. So that is your date alarm. The next type of alarm is the 1-month alarm. So in the alarm mode, just press and hold the adjust button until you see this digit flashes. So same, just set the time you want, toggle between the digits by pressing the mode button. And for the month alarm, this one you just key in your desired month, so that's number 1 to 12 again for month of January to December, and then just leave the date 0, and by 0 I mean dash line. And then once everything is the way you want, just press the adjust button to exit. So now this watch is set to alarm at 9:58 p.m. every day for the month of August. So that's how you set the 1-month alarm. The last type of alarm is the monthly alarm. So basically it's the same as the 1-month alarm, but this time you will set the month to 0, and you key in your desired date of the month. So let's say every 2nd of the month, and then once everything is the way you want, just press the adjust button to exit. So now this watch is set to alarm at 9:58 p.m. every 2nd of the month, every month. So from month of January to December, every 2nd of the month at 9:58, this watch will alarm. So that's basically the 4 different types of alarm for your alarm 1 and alarm 2 functions. The next alarm is the snooze alarm. So to set the snooze alarm, in this mode, just press and hold the adjust button until you see the hour digit flashes, and also you will see the snooze indicator. So this is the indicator that a snooze alarm is on, and as well as this alarm will also have the indicator. And then you set your desired time. So by pressing this light and search button, and again take note of the PM indicator, and then toggle between the hour and minute by using the mode button. You can also set the date on when you want the alarm to sound on. So let's say August 2, and then once everything is the way you want, just press the adjust button to exit. So the difference between the normal alarm and the snooze alarm is that once the alarms sound on in the snooze alarm, there will be a 5-minute interval for each alarm. So meaning every 5 minutes the watch will alarm on. So every 5 minutes. The last type of alarm is the hourly signal alarm. So meaning the alarm will turn on every hour. So to turn this hourly signal alarm on and off, just press the adjust button. Then you'll see the signal indicator. So meaning this watch will alarm every hour. So toggle bit to turn it on and off. On this mode, just press the adjust button. So in the alarm mode, you can turn on and off a specific alarm by pressing the adjust button. So as you can see now, the alarm 1 is on. If you want to turn it off, just press the adjust button and the indicator will disappear. And then next, for the alarm 2, just press the adjust button and you'll see that the alarm 2 is on. So if you turn it off, just press the adjust button again. Then the snooze alarm. So this is the indicator. So if you want to turn it off, just press the adjust button. Same goes as for the signal alarm. Just you turn it on and off by pressing this adjust button. And if you want to test whether the alarm function of the watch is functioning properly or not, in the alarm mode, just press and hold the search button, and then you can hear the alarm sounding on. So that's the shortcut on how to check whether the alarm function is working properly. So that concludes my tutorial for this G-shock G-Lide model number GLX-5600 with module 3151. I just want to point out that most of these operations, especially the illumination and then the alarm, will greatly affect the lifespan of your battery. And I hope this tutorial helps you maximize the usage of your watch, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. And thank you for watching. See you on the next video.